What's up, YouTube? Even though it feels weird because I'm live on YouTube right now, but also what's up, you weenies? Subscribe to the Clips and Highlights channel, or you got a small weenie. Thank you. All right. What the hell is this? They're set to unveil? What do you mean they're set? Damn, we're not even rumors. We're just set to unveil. Oh my god, we're not even in talks. We're just going. That's crazy, dude. I feel like that's how all these moves are gonna feel like. By the way, that's crazy though. They're set to unveil Ropz as their newest recruit. Sources with knowledge of the situation told HLTV and independent reporter Nell. The Estonian player has already agreed with terms with the French org. He's going to join after the following. So yeah, his contract's expired. Damn, they're getting him for free, bro. They don't even have to buy him out. Whoa. Oh my god, dude. How Vitality cannot keep getting away with this, dude. They never have to pay for buyouts. It's crazy, man. And I'm assuming it's for Spinx. Yeah, we'll pave the way for Spinx's departure. Yeah. For those of you that don't know, to catch you up, I don't know if it's mentioned here, but basically Spinx has not been happy with Vitality since before they won Cologne. Then they won Cologne, rumor died down, then they sucked again, and now obviously after they didn't do anything at the major, I imagine that resurfaced and they're like, all right, well, back to this bullshit again. So in terms of roles, I mean, they can't keep getting away with this, right? You have any concrete info on what happened with Spinx? Well, do I personally? No, I don't have any Steam messages or however, there are reports that from people similar to Nell, whose report that we're essentially reading right now that's being posted on HLTV, that did post stuff like that. Yes, actually, it was probably Nell that posted it because he covers most French things. So if you want to go dive into that, you can go over there. So yeah. Do I personally have it? Absolutely not. Read Nell's tweets on roles? I will. Let me see real quick. I wonder if CT side they line up, but on T side, I think they line up pretty well. He's just talking about Ropz's career. I definitely think Ropz and Frozen doesn't work though. The glass half full of this for FaZe is Frozen and Ropz. Like Frozen is really good, but honestly, they kind of need him to change. Either he needs to go full Ropz or he needs to, because if they keep Rain, they have like role clash, but also Frozen's relatively kind of lets things happen and develop in front of him. Okay. So one question remains to be answered, however, and that's his role with Ropz playing largely the same CT positions as Mezzi and fl0m's in a few T positions similar to the Englishman. This means they'll have to change a few things and adapt to the but T side, I think T side's gonna be pretty easy. That's what the CT side part was interesting. But also, do they keep Mezzi then? Ropz with I do think Mezzi gets a lot of unnecessary hate. This roster is kind of interesting because you have two hyper aggressive players and one ultra passive player and one relative. Dude, this is gonna be interesting. No way they keep Mezzi with how long the org's been circling rumors of upgrading him. But but like Mezzi, I feel like am I just like coping because I like Mezzi? Let me see. I could be. Am I like super coping on his behalf? Mr. President, we've talked about this. We don't care about your opinion. Okay. We're doing big boy conversations right now. Stats. This doesn't always tell everything. I just need to see if I'm delusional or not. Now, let me get a good comparison. Let's see, like, I don't know. Let's pull from the best teams, yeah? Well, G2 is weird because they kind of changed who's anchoring because, like, now it's Malbs and he came in halfway. So his stats are going to be weird. He's also a demon. Maybe not Malbs. Malbs won't prove my point, so we can't use him, Smile. But look at Zontic, Smile. Yeah, those are the two anchors for them. I'm just like, some of these teams. I'm just like... Basically, what I'm trying to get at is he like so far out of pace, like compared to other anchors, or am I crazy? Yeah, I guess like because a lot of his counterparts are like actually really good right now. So is Mezzi bad, or a lot of anchors just become incredibly good? That's an interesting conversation to have. Sorry, I got a little derailed here. Back to the original post. It's just like an interesting dilemma that I'm like currently. I need to stay locked in right now. I'm just thinking about like, I feel like anchors actually are kind of interesting right now. So this is the rumored team as of now. I mean, Mezzi's definitely the weak point. I still think fl0m's actually is so talented, but so incredibly unreliable. It's impressive. And so is Spinx, actually. I really believe that was Vitality's kind of downfall. I feel like Vitality's downfall is that Zywoo is not a simple in the fact that he will not take a game and try to impose his will. Zywoo's gonna play the way that Zywoo always plays, and he's gonna be consistently incredible at what he's doing, but he's never gonna go outside of that to try to take over a game. Flames and Spinx were so hit or miss that I feel like oftentimes in playoffs that one of them would go incredibly missing and it would create a situation where they're kind of behind. It's why I glazed Apex so hard, is because really the X factor for Vitality, and I still believe this like wholeheartedly, the reason they won Cologne is because of Apex, not because Zywoo was the best player at Cologne. Absolutely. But the reason why Vitality is a team won is because Apex actually was the X factor. It wasn't because of Flames and Spinx. That's why I was glazing them so hard, because that this team, like those two, just for whatever reason, they should honestly join Complexity with the types of performances they put on in terms of their consistency with Flames and Spinx. So we'll see. I don't really know if this fixes their problem. Although Ropz was unbelievable at the major, man. Holy shit, did he find himself again? My God. I mean, maybe this is why Ropz is like, all right, well, I'm gonna shoot my shot. I think overall this is a better move for this. This definitely improves Vitality, I think. But my issue with this team is this is gonna put a lot of pressure on Flames to be that guy. And I don't think he's upset with that. I think Flames actually really likes being tip of the spear with Apex, but I think it puts a lot of pressure on him with Apex to just like clear the way, because Ropz and Mezzy and Zywoo are just a bit more like they let things develop in front of them quite a bit. Zywoo doesn't. Zywoo likes to entry when he's warmed up into the game. He has like a couple set ones that he really likes to do, but I don't feel like it's his natural. He has set pieces that he likes to go for, absolutely, but I don't ever see him just like naturally sliding into that role in a mid round when it kind of deteriorates, we'll say. Like usually you'll see Flames or Apex kind of make sure if the round dissolves a bit and gets a bit messy, those are the two that are going to be clearing the way. For me, I don't, it's not that entering is not that like going to get an entry kill, but what Zywoo does is very calculated risk at specific times with things he's very comfortable with doing. So the real question is now, which with this bombshell that Ropz is going to Vitality, which still doesn't even remotely feel real, who's going to FaZe? Who's going to FaZe? And wasn't Jimmy supposed to be going to Vitality? So Jimmy was Falcons? No, but he was rumored. Oh, that's right. It was Falcons. No, I thought he had there was a rumor for, no, not. Okay. I'm mistaking it. I know Falcons for sure, yeah. And then obviously with the Monacy stuff, that backed out. But I thought there was a rumor that Vitality was also talking with them. You think the obvious choice is that they just get Spinx? Maybe a Liege. Although I don't think that really makes sense role-wise. But also I think FaZe's problem right now still is actually Frozen and Rain. Roles-wise, those two still haven't figured it out. They made 2 major finals and got second in 2 majors where I feel like Frozen and Rain are still not comfortable. I really think that it's not that I'm blaming one of them. It's just that like both of them can't exist on the same team together. And it's obviously affecting both of them. You made them both slightly worse. And Frozen obviously had a terrible major, but I'm looking at the year as a whole. And yeah, I just feel like both of them got slightly worse. I don't know who the fuck was saying no, but Jimmy to Vitality was indeed a rumor. Yeah, I remember it was a rumor for a second, but then I think it got narrowed down to Falcons. And then the Falcons thing got, obviously, you know, he was apparently going with Monacy or something like that. So as of right now, we know Ropz is leaving FaZe, which means FaZe is 4 players. They're missing 1. Spinx is now a free agent, which we already kind of knew. And then Ropz is going to be joining for Spinx. This is why I love this shit, dude. I would have never have guessed this, man. This is just the start, man. We don't even know what the follow-up is to this. This is where we're starting. Like Ropz is moving out of FaZe. This is not how I expected this one to go. This feels like Red Wedding type vibes. Like, I don't know what's Right? I don't know, dude. This one, like, we all knew it was kind of coming, but my God, the levels to it are insane. We knew something was going down, but fucking Christ, this is not the start I thought it would be. And yeah, I'm down truck. Ropz to join Vitality. Spinx to allowed to explore his options. Here's my report. While the transfer period is slow to get underway, particularly as Modesty is not expected to move. Running Falcons plans. They really thought they were going to get him, huh? So the first is Ropz to move, and then Spinx is out. Yeah, they had already allowed Spinx to explore his options after the player. See, there we go. So this is, for people that are wondering where this Spinx rumor came from, it's not a rumor. The coach literally said he could go look. I thought this was the truth, but I couldn't. I still can't believe this is real. So yeah, he literally got to leave for free. According to our sources, he had talks from other clubs such as Falcons, Liquid. Interesting. G2 or FaZe. It's funny. I mean, people that are fans of players would probably be upset that they see Liquid doing that, but like, man, that's, you got to be going after him. So it's good to see that Liquid's at least putting their name out there in the ring. Anything else? Ropz will leave FaZe after winning the major in 2022 and playing in 2 major finals in 2024. Yeah, he doesn't move too often, but I think that was just one contract with FaZe though, essentially. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much just rehashing, but it is interesting to see that he was talking with Liquid and G2 and Falcons. Interesting that, well, actually, no, it's not that crazy to think about. If it's between G2 or Vitality, without pissing off the G2 fanboys, like, Vitality is a much better situation to go into. I mean, it's not even close. Like, honestly, it's really not. No, that doesn't guarantee success for Vitality, but it's, you know, because I talked in like one of my reactions where I was talking about Modesty, right? Like, and how valuable he is to G2 because you can pull players that are incredibly good at the game to G2 because they want to play with Modesty. Well, there is a trump card to this, which is there's fucking ZywOo, right? Them seeing that they could play with ZywOo, and Vitality is way more put together. They have an actual, like, I don't know, it's insulting. I feel like their IGL and coach situation is much stronger, though. I think you got ZywOo. You have one of, if not the best, and one of the most consistent players in all of Counter-Strike ever. And you have an organization that I feel like is very stable. Like, the only thing that it would ever worry me as a player, but you shouldn't be worried about this because if you're as good as Ropz, you want this kind of organization, is they're cutthroat. They are absolutely ruthless when it comes to players. I mean, dude, they literally, they're absolutely ruthless. ZywOo is also more bound to Vitality, it feels like. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the whole situation, at least outside looking in, Vitality seems like more of a, it just feels very refined is maybe the word I would use. Where G2 has been around for a while, but it doesn't feel like they're as refined of a process, of an organization, of a team. And that's not because of Snacks and Taz. Like, as much as I would like to dunk on them for that, that's actually, it's just kind of how G2's always been, like, from the organization and how it's like publicly been run, like how this isn't even like fl0m. It's just, I feel like it always kind of looks like G2 is a bit of a clown car, but in a fun way, and it's exciting. And Vitality is just like, you know, they got their shit figured out. They know what they're about and they know what they want to do. G2 is kind of just, bro, G2 literally won an event this year because the social media manager said that they should sign Stu as a stand-in for Dallas. Like, let that sink in. Like, like, dude, the social media manager was like, yo, we should get Stu for Dallas because it's going to be in NA. And everyone's like, all right. And nah, dude, chaos absolutely works. G2 can win tournaments, man. It's like I said, it's just different, right? But if I'm a player, I'd rather go play for Vitality. You know?